Hello guys, how are you doing? We are back with our special Newcastle podcast of today, which is about Halloween. How are you, Big Paul?
Hey Zé, I'm good, and you guys? How are you? Are you okay?
I'm doing fine, Big Paul.
That's great. So today we're going to talk about movies of Tim Burton, and it's a special of Halloween.
Halloween movies
Yes.
related to Tim Burton movies. Guys, do you know Tim Burton? Tim Burton is a very famous filmmaker.
Yes.
Who started doing a lot of fantasy movies and a lot of darker movies.
Yes.
Not exactly horror. He's
No.
not a. Some of their movies have elements of horror movies, but they are more like dark fantasy movies, I would say.
It's not like Stephen King movies.
Yes, it's not. Yes, it's not that horror.
No,
Yeah,
yes.
it's more like a symbolic horror, which is a lot related with Halloween movies. All right.
Yeah.
So let's start off our podcast of today with our intro vinheta.
Yeah,
Sobe aí.
sobe a vinheta. So guys, to start our list, okay, Zé and I chose some movies from Tim Burton, and the first one we are going to talk about is from the 80s, yes?
From
It wa-
1988.
Yes, 1988, which is Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice is his first movie, and it's a fantasy movie.
Yeah.
It stars Michael Keaton, which is the same actor who did Batman,
Batman, yes.
with Tim Burton's Batman after. And it's a great fantasy movie that I don't remember a lot. Não lembro muito, confesso.
Yeah, neither am I.
Confesso, não é. It's a classic of the 80s, but I don't remember that much. But after 2 years later, he did Edward Scissorhands, which is,
Yes.
in Portuguese, Eduardo Mãos de Tesoura, que aqui no Brasil é um clássico.
Yes.
Classic of Sessão da Tarde.
Starring Johnny Depp, yes?
Yes, one of the first Johnny Depp movies, and one of the first Winona Ryder movies, which is also a very famous actress from the 90s, yeah?
Yes.
And it's a magic movie. It's a dark fantasy talking about a guy that doesn't have hands. Instead of hands, he has
scissors.
Scissors. It's a beautiful movie. It's a magic movie. And I think that is a movie that fits a lot Halloween theme.
Yeah. How could he take a shower or take a poop without the hands? Explain this for me.
I have no idea. Especially number two. I
Yeah,
have
how
no
would
idea.
he do it?
I have no idea how
Okay.
was he able to do it.
This is the question of today.
And then we have a movie from
1993, and is the Strange World of...
No, actually, em português is O Estranho Mundo de Jack.
Yes.
Mas em inglês é completamente diferente.
Yes,
O título
totally
is
different.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Christmas, yes, Nightmare Before Christmas.
Which is a very interesting title.
Yeah.
Because Nightmare Before Christmas translates to O Pesadelo Antes do Natal, que eu acho que seria um título muito mais interessante pro filme.
Yeah,
Porque
makes
é
more
sobre-
sense.
Porque é sobre alguém querendo roubar o Natal. E como o Halloween vem um pouco antes do Natal, tem todo sentido com esse tema. It's the Nightmare Before Christmas, which is a stop motion movie.
Yeah.
You know what's stop motion, guys? Stop motion is when you take characters,
And you move them in every scene. Like Coraline.
frame by frame. Coraline is great
Coraline,
too.
yes.
Great.
Coraline is, wow, amazing. And it took 2 years to record, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
Imagine 2 years moving the...
Because it's very sensible. You have to move part per part. And eu ia falar The Strange World of Jack. No. And Nightmare Before Christmas is a masterpiece. I
Yes.
love it. Great movie.
So great. And the next move of our list is Sleep Hollow from 1999. And it's a great movie.
Great movie.
There is a series, actually, which is called Sleepy Hollow, too. I think it was based on the movie, probably.
In Portuguese, it's based on the myth. In Portuguese, it's called A Lenda do Cavaleiro Sem Cabeça,
Yes.
que é um mito americano que realmente existe, né?
Yes.
Sleep Hollow is really a myth. And I think it's an interesting movie. The series is very good too, people say. It's a very interesting one. Based on American myth of a knight
It's a
that
folkloric.
doesn't have, folkloric myth of a knight that doesn't have head. another movie that fits perfectly into Halloween movies.
Yeah, and here in Brazil we have a similar tale that is the mule without the head. Yes, the headless mule, which spits fire from its head. And there they have a knight without the head, yes.
Yes. Here in Brazil, the horse or the mule doesn't have head. There is the knight that doesn't have the head.
And now from 2005, we have another Tim Burton movie, which
another
is...
stop motion movie.
Stop motion one, which is...
A Noiva Cadáver, que em inglês, se não me engano, chama The Corpse Bride. Vamos pedir pro nosso diretor aqui pesquisar. A gente tem um diretor que traz as informações que a gente não sabe exatamente. Acho que é The Corpse Bride. The Corpse Bride. Very good. I acertei. Very good. So
Winner!
Which is a literal translation. In this case, it's a literal translation. The Corpse Bride is basically the same thing as A Noiva Cadáver. This is another I prefer Nightmare Before Christmas. I think it's a better movie.
Yeah.
But I think Corpse Bride is also very good. It's a little lighter. É pouco mais leve, more romantic. It has a romance, but it's very beautiful, visually amazing.
Yeah,
Do you like Corpse Bride?
Yes, I like it so much. It's a good movie. I think Nightmare Before the Christmas is darker and
it's darker.
More interesting. Some kids have a lot of fear of Jack.
Yes, it's great. It's great. Nightmare Before Christmas is a masterpiece.
It's like Coraline. It's a scary movie.
Coraline is too. Yes, very good.
And the last movie of our list, guys, to finish Tim Burton's movie is from 2007, which is
Sweeney Todd. To finish Tim Burton's movie that have a relation with Halloween,
Yes.
Remembering that, I know that Tim Burton's fans are going to talk about Batman, Batman The Return, que inclusive a gente falou na lista de filme de Batman.
Yes.
Que grandes filmes do Tim Burton eu tô esquecendo aqui? O Peixe Grande, Big Fish, which is also great. Dumbo.
Fantástica Fábrica de Chocolate.
Great.
Alice.
Alice in Wonderland. Also,
Wonderland.
Those movies are also fantasy,
Yes.
but they are not dark. And we are talking about the darker ones, which
because
are
of Halloween.
Because of the Halloween theme. Actually, there is another one that is related to Halloween, which is Dark Shadows, que é Sombras da Noite. Mas é um filme que a galera não gosta tanto. Eu também acho um filme mais fraco, por isso que eu não recomendei aqui pra vocês. Mas vale a pena também se vocês curtem Tim Burton e o gênero de fantasia sombria. But we were talking about Sweeney Todd, which is the same title in Portuguese. Sweeney Todd, Sweeney Todd. Só tem o barbeiro... O barbeiro de não sei o que, esqueci. Tem um subtítulo que eles colocaram em português. But the name of the movie is Sweeney Todd.
Yes.
Have you watched Sweeney Todd?
Yes, I've watched it. Is he made by Johnny Depp too? Yes.
The actor is Johnny Depp, which he plays. It's a revenge movie. You know revenge, guys? Vingança, filme de
Vingança.
A Vingança. It's a revenge movie in which Sweeney Todd plays the role of a guy who goes back to his city to revenge his wife's death. And he starts killing a lot of people. He becomes a barber.
Yes.
But he's a murder barber.
So it's like a disguise, yes.
Yes, he kills people pretending to be a barber to revenge his wife's death. It's a very violent movie. This one is very, very dark. I don't recommend it for kids, but it's one of the greatest from Tim Burton.
Yes, I like it too.
And that was it for today.
That's it about our list, yes.
Yes, Halloween is a very special date in the United States. And also in Europe and in some countries in Brazil.
In Brazil as well. And something curious, our Halloween here, October 31st, is Saci Day. Is the day of Saci.
Very good. I didn't know
about our
that.
folklore, a curiosity.
I didn't know that, actually.
So very you cool. Learn it too.
Learning with our podcast.
So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Give us your like and your comments. You can suggest us new topics, new themes.
And that's a very good, because sometimes we run out of topics. So give suggestions, guys. I want you guys commenting. Give us suggestions. We are going to listen to your advices.
Yes. Thank you, guys. See you in the next episode. Enjoy Halloween. Bye-bye.